Hey guys, we're here. We're about to watch Supergirl Season 3, Episode 1, Girl of Steel. Let's see how it goes. Just finishing watching. They had Return of the Jedi on just before here, so it's just last 5 minutes of that, and then Supergirl should be on. So it's gonna be interesting to see. And this episode and this review type thing, reaction, I'm gonna try and review it. I'm gonna be reviewing it during the commercials of the show, and then after that we'll be watching Gifted, so I'll be stopping the stream and then make another setup, another stream to for the Gifted when that comes on right after Supergirl. So that'll be fun stuff. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in this episode. I'm quite interested to see how things go with the whole like Supergirl rejecting her whole Kara alter ego. And sticking with just her alter ego and stuff like that, sticking with being Supergirl full time. That'll be quite interesting to see how that goes. And see if I'd be curious to see what Superman's opinion would be of this. It's gonna be. I don't think we would see him in this episode, but maybe we can see him texting her again or something like that. That would be nice to see more of the texting and stuff to have him involved, but without seeing him. Type thing that could be pretty cool. So yeah, it's just gonna be fun to see where things go with this. So there you go, credits for the Star Wars movie, and then story by George. Are we ready to watch this? Let's see if we can watch this. Hey, see, we got 2 viewers now. Let's see how this goes. Excited to watch Supergirl. Yeah. It's going to be quite interesting to see how things go with this. Oh, no. It's going to be fun. I guess we still got a couple of minutes before the show comes on. So it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be fun to see how things go. We did see that it's gonna be interesting to see how soon we get Mon-El back in the show, and where is he? Is he in the future with in the year was it 3000 or something, 3000 or something like that, 30th century and stuff with the Legion superheroes. That could be fun. I don't know. It would be quite interesting to see that. I think it would have been interesting if he was out with the Legion of Superheroes, as if we got another show that spinned off from Supergirl and having it take place be Legion of Superheroes, and that would have been cool. So it's kind of like interacting with the two type of thing. That could have been cool. But I guess there's enough comic book shows out there. There's so many to even to follow and keep track of and stuff. So I guess it's just cool that they didn't add another show, like a 10th show to watch this all the time. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes in this episode. I think we're almost done. There we go. Are we ready? There we go. Supergirl. There we go. Erica Durant. Right away, right off the bat, we get Lois Lane from Smallville. Yeah. I'll know it's her. It's Melissa Benoist. But hopefully we get maybe some dream sequence with Erica Durant. Yes, Erica Durant right away. Oh, damn it. It's Mon-El. This is going to be fun. There she is. There's Erica Durant. That'd be awesome. And is she going to be playing both her mother and Esther, I guess, from now on? I love what she's done with her hair and the new thing that they've done with Melissa Bono's hair. It just looks a little bit more, blonde and stuff. It's interesting. Lightening it up. And of course, it was a dream. Right for the Chiefs. Let's do this. Of course, Maggie's in pursuit. If what? Why did you have to listen for that? If you know. Oh, is that Hank? Does it sound like I heard Hank Henshaw's voice there in that truck? But I feel like it would be actual Hank Henshaw with Cyborg Superman. Cool. Oh, they need to do the Superman Returns thing and get him like the shot, like right on the eyeball. That was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool shot from that movie. Like, it would be cool seeing the guy take his wand and like smack her in the face with it, and like you see it hit her eyeball and it breaks her. I don't know, just something like that would be pretty cool. Hmm. Interesting. She's not even there. Ooh, I like the darker logo. It's kind of fun. I'd love to see her keep this dark attitude until the crossover, and have the crossover hanging out with Barry, Oliver, and all that stuff. Have that be the point where she loses this dark tone. That would be quite interesting.
Okay, well, this is new and gross. I should have cuffed him. You knocked him 100 yards into the roof of that SUV. Not to mention saving my fiance and I. Yeah, and that truck was full of aluminum tubing, right? Which doesn't really seem like much until you use it to build an illegal nuclear centrifuge, right?
This is a big win, Supergirl.
It's not a win until they're behind bars. Let's get this guy. Hey, so tomorrow Maggie and I are going to go do the tasting for the wedding. 3 hours of hors d'oeuvres and nothing but hors d'oeuvres. Pot stickers, oyster shooters, pigs and blankets. Did I mention the pot stickers? Do you want to? If I'm not busy, sure. Well, we're all going to meet at the bar beforehand too, so if you want to. All right.
That was bad when she skipped pizza night. Skipping free apps? I mean, come on. These are like the beginning of the dark days.
Hey, come on. Grief doesn't have a deadline.
Look, I know, but I wish you guys would be a little sunshine.
Well, Alex, basically. What? I'm not like that.
Come on, Alex. You're unrelenting seriousness is one of your best qualities.
I'm not like that. I'm not.
People like to argue that capitalists are only concerned with themselves. The truth is, without big business, this city would still be in ruins.
I forget the guy's name, but I've seen him in so many things. Heroes, Supergirl. He was on Shield.
I
Does
think
General
we all
Talbot
should
on
give
Shield.
ourselves
He also
a pat on the
voices
back. Let's not forget
Iron
the
Man in the
black man there
cartoons,
as
if I'm not
well.
mistaken. So
Without him, none of this could have happened.
It's you, Morgan. It's all of you. In 6 months, you've done the impossible.
Let's not forget about Supergirl.
Supergirl. Literally none of the heavy lifting could have been done without her.
Yes, of course, which is why I'm excited about the unveiling of the Girl of Steel statue at the waterfront.
Out there, it's going to take a lot more than a pretty
Interesting.
statue to bring people down to that slum of a waterfront.
I'm still working on the zoning commission, Morgan.
You'd do better to explain how my development will revitalize that neighborhood. Starting with moving out homelessness, crime, moving in opportunity, and an expanded tax base.
They've all heard your sales pitch, Morgan. We don't have to.
Yes, I'm sure that everybody here has had a chance to read Catco's inflammatory articles about that sales pitch. Articles that have become increasingly biased ever since you took over babysitting Cat Grant's monopolies.
Your development would level the whole area, force people from their homes just to build high rises for the wealthy.
You're spouting the Catco company line? Really? I guess I shouldn't be surprised, considering all the good press they've been giving you.
She's earned that good price by donating millions of dollars to the rebuilding efforts.
It's funny because I thought it was restitution for what her brother did. Or was it
Are they ever
Lena?
gonna tell us what Lex Luthor did to get in
Or
jail?
was it Lena? Seeing as how
I mean, I
she's
don't
the one who
remember,
brought the
but
aliens here in the first place. A little bit of business advice, Lena. Guilt is not a good business strategy.
No. Neither is exploitation.
I just want a fair hearing, that's all. I hate to think that any of you here were unfair. Now, my people have put together a
Interesting.
tremendous spread just in the office next door. Why don't we all adjourn over there and take a sample of that? Mr. Olson, you're welcome to join us as well. You know, we can disagree but still break bread together.
You know, you are not as powerful as you think you are.
Oh, no? What are we doing in my office?
he does a bit of a point, I guess.
President Marsden believe climate change is real.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes,
Cat
Carl.
Grant.
As a matter of fact, she does. She also believes that 2 + 2 = 4 and that the Earth is round because the president is not a moron. Any third grader knows that global warming is the biggest threat of our time, and I'm happy to report that the intellectual capacity of our president is not inferior to that of an 8-year-old. Next question.
I knew Miss Grant was meant for great things, but National City's gonna miss her.
Best press secretary since Robert Gibbs.
And she makes Gibbs look a hall monitor.
With Miss Grant's India student snapper on sabbatical, it's going to be oddly congenial around here.
Well, we will do our best. Okay, guys, look alive. All right, we're about a week away from locking up this issue, so I need to know what's going on. What's up with sports?
As of last night, the Metropolis Monarchs officially have the worst record in baseball.
Crime.
There's not much to cover.
Crime's been down 65% over the past 6 months.
Supergirl has turned the entire city around pretty much single-handedly.
Which brings me to my next point. How are you doing on that exclusive with Supergirl?
Oh, Supergirl's been too busy to have a one-on-one conversation about the invasion.
The statue dedication is this weekend.
I'll do my best.
Well, we have our assignments, right? Let's get to work. Thanks. Hey, are you sure that you're okay to write this, or is this going to bring us some old stuff?
I said I was.
Okay, well, I'm here if you want to talk or grab a drink.
You want me to write the article or grab a drink?
Okay, listen, I'm on your side, okay? Look, I know more than anybody how much I asked Supergirl to be kicked in.
Well, that's my job.
Still more I need. Touch me.
This is blowhard to now.
Now it's a bold new direction for my company. I'm buying Catco.
What's wrong with someone buying Catco?
Can't imagine what just like this. I have no.
Interesting. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see how things go with this. nothing yet in this thing that's really kind of like, but I mean, even him buying Catco, we don't know who he is. We don't know anything about him. They're already giving an edge that he's bad, but like, I feel like it'd be worse if Max Lord bought Catco. That would be bad. Um, I think that then it would be interesting. But this guy is like, we just met him. So we'll see what things go with this. But like I was saying there, I think it'd be cool to see Supergirl. She keeps this dark look, this dark tone to herself, and this dark attitude. I think it'd be cool as if she kept that until the crossover with was it crossover Crisis on Earth X type thing, and that be the time where she learns. She learns it from how dark things are going to be over on Earth X and stuff like that. With I think was it like the Nazi Earth type thing, and then having Barry and Cisco and all those guys and Oliver and and the Legends and stuff, have all of them teach her, like show her a little bit, and have that remind her of what it's like, how she still has friends out there and stuff like that. I think that could be um, a cool moment and have it accept her, a cool way to bring everything together, that way she's, she goes into it there and comes out of it. And if you didn't watch the crossover, you don't know how she's like, oh, they reminded me of type thing. I think it'd be really cool. I love when they do things like that and it changes the character with the crossover and stuff. But I don't think that they're going to wait that long for it to keep her dark. I mean, I'm not sure what episode they're supposed to be the crossover, but I think it could be interesting. I think it's supposed to be around episode 8, I would say. I mean, they're filming it now or finishing filming it or and stuff like that. So we'll have to wait and see when the crossover is supposed to come out. But I think it's supposed to come out. I definitely think it's supposed to come out end of November type of thing. So like, could be fun. We'll have to wait and see how long this lasts. So far so good. With this episode, just nothing in it's like, oh cool, can't wait, this is gonna be exciting. Nothing. No rain yet. We'll have to wait for her to show up. But yeah, could be cool to see where things go with this. It's nice to see the statue. I'm surprised that hopefully Superman would show up for that, or it's just like, damn it, maybe he meant to show up, but then doesn't, or something like that. It would be cool to get a text from her or something like that. I mean, I don't know if I was Jimmy or even her sister there, Alex, I would call up Superman and be like, no, I think you should show up for this. Show up for this event, this reveal and stuff like that. She might need it and stuff type thing. So I don't know. It's back on. Let's see what happens.
I hate that sentient bottle of cheap cream. Did you know? No. James was blindsided too. He thinks it's his fault for getting in Edge's face. He didn't spend that kind of money on a grudge. Do you think the shareholders will listen to Kat? Well, Kat had to put her shares in a blind trust when she became press secretary. But I did some digging. Edge has been quietly buying up shares until today when he put a tender offer to the majority shareholders. Right. No more free press. You've invested in his portfolio, though, so I figured if you could talk to him, you might be able to be persuasive. He doesn't respect any opinions that aren't his own, especially not a woman's. Lena, you helped Supergirl save the world. How hard could one stubborn sexist be? I'm gonna see what I can do. Thanks. Hey, I missed you. Is everything okay? Because I keep trying to make plans and you keep bitching. I've just been busy. Right. I also just I wanted to say I was sorry for the part I played in what happened to Zor-El. And that I'm here for you if you still want that.
I keep on forgetting it. She knows that she's Supergirl. Oh, does she know she's Supergirl? I'm confused with this.
Yeah, brunch soon?
Reporting from downtown Nashville City, it seems the Supergirl has been just about everywhere these days.
She does know that the cops are occasionally capable of doing their jobs, right?
And we can forget about her showing up tonight.
Or finishing her assignment.
Hey, how much longer do we have to keep giving her space?
I don't know how much more space I can give.
As frustrating as this is,
Beyond.
we're not the ones who lost someone. I think patience is the least we can offer.
Call me selfish, but I really miss my sister sometimes. I know. Not sure if it's time for that tasting. You don't want to go to that tasting, do you? What's going on with you? Why are you suddenly so down on this wedding? No, I'm not down on it. I don't know. Well, when you figure it out, let me know.
Hey, I think we've tracked down the mark. I just got word from the DEO. Supergirl's gonna meet us there.
You were able to trace the mark with his blood?
Meet Robert Dubois, knows by blood sport, which is not any sport I've ever heard of.
What do we know about him?
Oh, you remember those bombings at City Hall a few years ago? That was him, and he's been AWOL ever since.
His file says he's ex-military. Where was he last stationed?
Fort Harrison, like 20 minutes outside the city.
What security detail?
He'd have knowledge of all the ins and outs of the base. Sneak on, locate weapons, technology, anything we wanted to.
When you call it CEO, see what they know about him.
Whoa.
What?
Okay, the base server is down. This system is scrambled. Somebody hacked it.
I've got this.
Interesting. We're gonna get rain right away. That would be cool. Whoa.
Okay, I'm here. I got you. You have no internal injuries. You're gonna be okay. What's wrong? Why'd you use the signal watch?
Can you get that out there?
You beepered me for a deadline? That watch is for emergencies only.
I know what the watch is for, but this feels like an emergency. I'm worried about you, Kara. And at a certain point in time, I have to be your boss.
No, don't ever do that again.
What, ask you to do your job?
I am doing my job.
No, Supergirl's doing her job. Kara Danvers has been completely off the radar.
Oh, I'm sorry, James. I've been a little busy. You know, the world's not going to save itself.
But you still have a life. Okay, you still have a job as a reporter. And that life makes you you.
No, what makes me me is Supergirl. That's who I am at my core. And you're one to talk, Guardian.
Okay, Guardian means a lot to me. But so does James Olsen. And he runs CATCO. And that job's important.
Then how does James sleep then?
You know something? If I'm expected to put Supergirl on hold just to write this article for you, then maybe being a reporter isn't a good idea.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I have important things to do, but not here at CATCO. Not as a reporter, not as Kara Danvers.
Kara, don't do this.
I quit.
Kara.
That would be really cool, as if she stayed quit until the crossover, and that would be pretty interesting. So I don't know. So far, so good, I guess, with this episode. I mean, still nothing in there. I mean, there was a interesting finding the guy's ship and stuff like that. There was an alien ship. And Which for a second I thought, ooh, is this a legend ship? That would have been interesting, you know. Um, and there was something to do with the legend ship, but it wasn't that. But it looked very much like the Rave Rider, or a version of something like that. So I don't know. There's just nothing going on in this episode yet. I mean, yeah, she just quit. That could be interesting to see where things go with that. But just looking for to see something else, like, you know, introduce Rain or someone like that. So it'd be cool to see when things go with that. It's also going to be interesting to see if they explain the whole, you know, Erica Durant's playing her mother, and stuff, and playing Astra. I guess they're not going to explain that; or just have it there, or, you know, if they do the hologram thing that's at the DEO, is that going to be someone who's? Is that going to just be Erica Durant in that now? That'd be cool to have that, and hopefully Erica Durant stays on for a bit as this role, because I think this would be really cool having her on. I mean, I feel like since they've got someone so um, iconic to the or you know, legacy casting as they call it, they're going to use it and not going to, you know, they're going to use her and stuff like that. So I feel like we're going to see her a little bit more often, now that they have this legacy casting for the role. So we'll have to wait and see if we see her in this episode. I hope so. I mean, as you know, Smallville fans are dying to see her in the role and stuff, but we'll have to wait and see how things go with this. They're going to be quite fun to see that. And yeah, so, well, it's going to be interesting to see how things go with this. Just wish there was a little bit more going on, you know. But we haven't had really much on. It's interesting seeing this darker version of her. But we'll see. Also, I'd be interested to see if, you know, Superman shows up for Alex's wedding and stuff like that. And do Alex and Maggie get to have their wedding before Barry and Iris do in the crossover type thing? I think that could be cool to see where things go with that there and stuff. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Because it would be interesting as if they don't end up having their thing until after the wedding, and then, you know, she finally sees, you know, Supergirl could see Iris and Barry and Iris kind of together, and see how things go with that. And seeing that could be like, oh, reminding her, damn it, you know, Alex and Maggie's wedding, they've been pushing it off so much just for me and all that stuff, and to get out of their way and stuff. So I think that could be cool to see what something like that happens or something. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And it would also be cool to see if what's her face there, no, it's back on, but her mother there, who played Supergirl back in the day in the movie, Helen Slater.
You can rest assured I will talk to the president generally. And if anything happens as a result of your overreach, you mark my words, you'll have your stars. Respect. Whilst I appreciate the amount of confidence, Agent Shot, do you have any words that might actually help me?
Words, no. Pictures, definitely. I had the military supply that Dubois robbed in taken. It turns out it was not just aluminum rods.
That's a high-pressure regulator. Aluminum rods were just a cover. That was his real target.
What would Dubois need it for?
Well, he also stole the cloaking device from the Daxamite ship.
And how exactly do those two things go together?
With the regulator, he could stabilize the internal pressure of an F-18 or a B-52 to withstand the force emitted by a cloaking shield.
When able to retrofit it into a fully cloaked aircraft, our equipment would not be able to detect that. Not even Supergirl's X-ray vision could pick it up.
He could drop a nuke from the sky and nobody in National City would even know he was overhead.
Until it was too late.
Agent Shot, I want every flight in and out of National City scanned for munitions, air and space.
Yes, sir.
Alex, put your team on tactical alert and notify Supergirl.
James, what is it?
Lena, twice in my office in as many days.
People are gonna start talking.
Morgan, you have all of the charisma of a Michael Douglas movie from the 90s.
You didn't come all this way just to flatter me, did you?
I came because I have a proposition.
Oh, good. I do like propositions.
Now, you know I don't agree with your waterfront development, but you are still the best developer in National City.
Let me get you a drink before that compliment leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Your work is why I've invested in your portfolio and why I intend to invest more.
Let me guess. You want me to stay away from Keiko?
Oh, come on, Morgan. Keiko isn't good business for you, and you know it. There's a city out there that needs to be rebuilt. That's what you're good at. Focus on that.
You know you can take the Luther logo off your name, but people still aren't going to trust you. And that's a really easy sentiment to reinforce once I have Keiko's editorial under my control. People love to believe what they read.
Using cat code to defame your enemies and promote your own agenda. It's despicable.
No. It's good business.
I'll see myself out.
Interesting.
You ready? We are. They'll literally never see it coming.
That's the idea.
Boring.
Toaster or his shoes or anywhere else on his premises or person. Now, sadly, I think we are so inured to the pathological lying of the speaker that we just don't think anything he says is crazy anymore.
Oh, good. What's the update on Bloodsport? Do we know what he stole from the military base?
You quit?
James has been making the rounds.
He's worried about you. I'm extremely worried about you. Since when do you quit?
Keiko isn't the point for me anymore.
You spent years working your way up to be a reporter.
And it was a waste of time.
I would love to see you tell Cat Grant that.
Cat moved on, why can't I?
Okay, this is done. I am done walking on eggshells. Here we all are. I've kept my distance. I have given you time to grieve without prodding, without making you talk about Monel.
There's nothing to talk about.
Without forcing you to go to game nights or come to the bar.
There was a burglary.
There's always a burglary. But I've let it slide. Your pity party has gone uninterrupted.
My pity party?
Who are you right now? Cara Danvers doesn't quit.
She quits the things that aren't important.
Keiko is important. You help people there.
Now it's Supergirl does.
Cara Danvers.
Cara Danvers sucks right now. Supergirl is great. Supergirl saved the world. So if I could choose to be her, why would I ever choose to be the sad girl whose boyfriend is gone? I don't like that girl, Alex.
I know it hurts.
No, you don't know anything. You've never had to make a decision like this.
Okay, then tell me what it feels like. Please, just let me help. Let me help you get over him.
Get over him.
You didn't dump me.
I sent him away, and for all I know, he's.
What?
Doesn't matter.
You're not letting yourself feel anything. You're just bottling it up inside, and you're making bad decisions. And I'm worried.
If it were Maggie, what would you be doing? If the woman you are about to marry was gone forever, what would you be doing? You'd be at the bar every night. You'd be a wreck at work. You'd be broken.
I would be. It's okay if you are.
I'm not. That's what humans do. I'm better than that. Clark said it himself. The decision I made, he couldn't have made that sacrifice. But me, I couldn't have lived with myself if I hadn't. I will always make the decision I made. I am not a human. I tried to be, but I'm not. Cara Danvers was a mistake. So, do you have an update about
I could
your
definitely see this
letter?
dark tone,
Otherwise,
this dark Supergirl lasting for until the crossover.
We're thinking that he's going to hit the statue unveiling at the waterfront. Sean wants everyone there.
I'll be there.
Cara Danvers is my favorite person. She saved me more times than Supergirl ever could, so just think about that while you're trying to get rid of her.
Whoa, that's pretty good. So, um, I guess she just finished saying that, you know, she's kind of done with the Kara persona and stuff like that. I guess she's just lucky though that even though since she quit the Daily Planet, she quit the Daily Planet. She quit Catgo. That James is in control. I mean, she had to quit for Cat Grant. I don't know if Cat Grant would have given her a second chance or not. You know, it was quite interesting to see how things are going to go with this from now. But now that things are getting even darker, I could definitely see this lasting until the crossover and stuff like that. Because I'd love to see that. See, you know, Barry's lightheartedness and you know, even Oliver. I really like being like, dude, whoa, 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 you got to have a second life type thing. I think that would be really cool, seeing that from everyone and stuff like that. So that'd be quite fun to see that there. Hopefully, something like that can happen. That'd be quite interesting. But yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting to see how things go. Hopefully, we get to see something like that. I forget her name, but Eliza Danvers. Eliza Danvers. That would be cool to see her played by Helen Slater, and then see that interaction, and even I keep on forgetting where we last saw Dean Cain and stuff like that. So it would be cool to see that, see Dean Cain, you know, Helen Slater, and see how they were thinking about her dropping all this stuff and leaving everything behind and all that stuff. I mean, um, Dean Cain wasn't around to really see her build up her career as Catco and all that stuff, but Helen Slater, you know, she would have been around and all that as Eliza Danvers and stuff. So it'd be quite interesting to see where things go with that. It would be quite. I doubt we're going to see them in this episode, but hopefully we do see them in at least next week's episode or something like that. Because there'd be a time that, you know, it would be like that someone would be like calling them up and like, hey, I think she needs people here right now. You know, she needs us, and then having an intervention with like, you know, Eliza, Jeremiah, and you know, everyone all there type thing to try and pull off an intervention for her and stuff like that. I think that would be one way to do it and stuff. So we'll have to wait and see. But maybe things will just change and stuff. We'll see. Also, with her being this way right now, what if she got kryptonite now? I don't think that would just make her even more, you know, angry and stuff like that. So it would be interesting to see that. You know, what if she got infected with red kryptonite now and stuff? That it would be cool. So I think, are we back yet? No, not back. It's little commercials. There's just a commercial for Supergirl season 2 on Blu-ray. So yeah, this is so far getting kind of a little bit more interesting. Just the bad guys seems a bit boring and stuff like that. So far, the bad guys are you know, meh, just boring and stuff. Nothing too interesting. But Dark Supergirl could be interesting. See where that goes. I think we're done. There we go. We're back. All right, the Girl of Steel event. Oh, it's a pretty cool thing.
Sign of blood sport.
Why up here? No, I rarely flew on Mars. It's for battle, not pleasure. When I first came to Earth, I spent hours up in the sky. It's the only place I could feel empty.
No, that's not what I'm doing up here.
Forgive me for saying, but you seem to be courting emptiness of late. And that's not you.
I tried to be car Danvers for 15 years, but I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be human.
But you have a human heart now. It aches, it scars, but it keeps on beating. If you try and cut it out, you will lose something essential.
I can't help people. I'm broken.
You are not broken. You're the strongest person I know. You saved me, remember? You taught me that my loss made me stronger. That was Kara Danvers, not Supergirl.
What about Kara Zor-El? Isn't that not a different person?
Your family?
Sometimes.
Past couple of months when I dream, I see
I don't know. I guess it might not be lasting until the crossover, this dark version of Supergirl. This sad version of Supergirl.
we should keep our eyes
Oh
on
well.
the sky right now. Danvers, you on comms? Got something that needs your attention. I'm here. East side, you? West. All clear. About last night. This is neither the time nor the place to talk about what I think you want to talk about. Do you not want to marry me? Of course I do. Look, I want to be your wife. I want to have a dog. I want to have a house. All of it. I just don't want a big wedding. Why? Talk to me. Please. You have to tell me what's going on.
Yeah, this is where they should totally have their marital issues. Is when there's a threat to a huge population.
I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. You're already dealing with family issues that I can't imagine. So I hoped that I would just let it go. Look, I've had more practice at choosing my family because I have to. And I think if you take a deep breath, you find your way out of this. You have so many people who love you. Just think about how they can make our day good. Tell me how I can help. Okay. I can do that. Okay, I love you. You too. Forever.
And right as they're done their speech, something happened.
When get off the comm. Oh, sorry. Come here, baby. Come here.
Oh, there we go. Finally get rain.
Don't think that's an apology. I'm very sorry for what I did to you. Totally okay. Thank you for apologizing. Can you go now? I want to get up close. Just don't get so far ahead I can't see you, okay? She's fine. Thanks. She's trying to enjoy the microsecond I have left before she's a teenager. Bye. Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen of National City, please welcome the chairwoman and CEO of Alcorp, Lena Luther.
Now, I know you all didn't come here to see me, so I'll start with the good stuff, and then I'll say just a few very brief words. My fellow citizens of National City, the Girl of Steel.
Cool. It's actually there, kind of. I don't know. It's a bit CGI.
Some of you must be thinking, I know, it's a cold day in hell, at least they're praising a Kryptonian, but ever since I came here, she has been an inspiration to me. Mentor and, most importantly, friend.
Now would be a good time for you to get down there and join the crowd.
No heat signature, okay? There's no atmospheric disruption. There's no electromagnetic trail. Alex, have you seen anything?
Negative visual contact came out of nowhere. Let's go! Keep moving!
Okay, you know what? We are pulling up every security feed within a 2-mile radius. There has got to be an origin point for whatever just hit the waterfront.
John, can you locate Devon telepathically?
I'll try. Can't sense the boss mind.
I don't get it. The cloaking device should not be able to cloak us.
Then what just hit us and where did it come from?
Pressure regulator wasn't meant for high altitude. It was meant for low altitude. You're underwater.
It's been a long week.
Okay, so far things are picking up now. How much time do we have left in this episode? Okay, we're about halfway through, which is ish. We have about 20 minutes into it. So Yeah, he's kind of interesting so far. Things are building up now. Now that we had that bomb and stuff. Yeah, it is gonna be interesting to see. I mean, it's kind of interesting. Like they tease us, like, oh, she's gonna be depressed like this for a long time, and then she talks to John and John Jones, and she's all like, and she starts calming down and coming back to reality. And it's just like, which one is it gonna be? You know what I mean? Like, and so it's gonna be interesting to see where things go with this. Um, but there's just nothing. They're not, pick one. Like, are they gonna have her be dark and like this and depressed like this for a very long time up until like the crossover or something, or they're gonna have it only be a few episodes and then jump in? I mean, I feel like with all the trailers, being dark and stuff like that, I feel like that could really last until like the crossover or something like that. But because I just can't see her going into the crossover mad and all that stuff like this and hanging out with Barry and all these people and stuff like that. And dealing with all this, seeing Nazi versions of herself and all that stuff, and then coming back and not realizing that, you know, not being changed by it. You know what I mean? Every time they do it, there's so much at stake and stuff that I think it's gonna be just seeing where things um how things go. I mean, you can't see her, coming out of that not changed and stuff. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But things are, we'll see how things go with this. But I don't know. I'm just interested to see how things go. So yeah, it's quite kind of interesting. I was just kind of freaking out forgetting, like, where's the last time we saw Jeremiah Danvers? Where's the last time we saw Helen Slater and stuff? But it's gonna be interesting to see where things go with this and see how things change and how she stops this missile underwater. That would be cool to see her like freeze it or something, and then just pick out like a whole block with the missile inside of it. That would be kind of interesting to see that. Or maybe she flies the missile up to space, or like I said, freeze it in the water and then throw it into space or something. I would be quite interested to see that and see her, if she's mad at herself like this, try pushing her powers to the limit more often. Oh, cool! We got a trailer here for the Marston movie about the creator of Wonder Woman. I think that's gonna be interesting to see. I might go see that movie and we'll see. But back to Supergirl, it looks kind of interesting to see where things go with this, how she defeats them and all that. Oh no, it's just another commercial. But I don't know. So it's gonna be interesting to see where things go with this. But so far, there's still nothing really, not much happening in this episode. But I guess it is an important episode to watch so far. I don't really know. We'll see what the follow is of this episode. Now it looks like we're back. I feel like I'm back now. Showcase. There we go. We're back. Oh, it hits.
The source, you guys. The radar is not picking up any underwater signals. Stay on the waterfront. Supergirl, find that submarine.
Just fly around super fast in all the water. Dive underwater and listen for it. Well, that's cool. Listening for the heartbeat.
She can't breathe underwater.
What? Supergirl can't breathe underwater? I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense now thinking about it, but she should be able to hold her breath for a very long time. Use your heat vision on it. Boil the water around it. propulsion devices or. Rain's daughter's gonna die, and that's how we. Does the Supergirl statue land on her daughter? Wow. Did it hit her or not? Didn't look like it was even crushing her at all. Looked like she had enough room to wiggle right her way out of it. So call Superman. Or she's underwater. She can't speak. Can't John Jones go in and save her or something? Put it back in. That would be cool seeing her go so dark where she starts killing the real bad ones and stuff. There you go. Now we're talking.
Today we welcome the new Officer Zor-El.
That was kind of cool seeing her lift up of the ship and stuff. It's kind of classic Superman feat and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. Kind of disappointing though that it just like a little explosion underground was not a nuke or anything like that. Kind of underwater affected her and knocked her out and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I just don't like the idea of Supergirl not being able to stay underwater for a very long time. I mean, maybe she needs to breathe a little bit, but I don't know. But I guess since they've established that since like season 1, when she was out, she got did she get nuked? No, Superman got nuked in the movie. I keep on mixing those up. But when she was out in space, so she couldn't breathe out there, stuff. That makes sense. But underwater, I don't know. Maybe it would be cool to see her be able to hold her breath for like hours at least, and make it so like 2 hours she can stay underwater, that wasn't 2 hours and stuff like that. That was not even an hour. It was not even, 30 minutes or anything like that. So I think it could have been maybe around 30 minutes, but not exactly, an hour or anything like that. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how things go with this stuff. So we only have about 10 minutes, I think, left in the episode. Yep, 10 minutes left in the episode. Yep. And then we'll be watching Gifted after this. So, yeah. It'll be interesting to see that. I mean, this new dark Supergirl, if she starts like how's she gonna feel after she takes these guys out, and what if they have big lawyers and they got money and they just get themselves off out of the charges and stuff like that. I think that'll be quite cool to see how this new darker tone of Supergirl, how she's going to take that. If they keep on getting out, if they get out, that would be a cool thing for them to play with. And that's one thing they haven't played with in any of the Supergirl, Superman, and stuff like that. I mean, they played a little bit with it in the Brandon Routh Superman Returns type thing, where they said that the last time he was arrested and stuff like that, Superman wasn't there for court and stuff, so he got free and stuff. But it would be interesting to see that in here with Supergirl and playing with that, and how uh, some of the richer villains and stuff like that are able to get off and pay off lawyers and stuff like that and get off scot free and stuff. Whereas the little guys who would robbing banks might be able to not go because there's all kinds of footage and all that stuff. But I don't know, it'd be cool to see things like that and see them breaking out of prison or things like that and have Supergirl deal with that. Oh, we're back here. Lena and Kara.
I heard about the attack at the unveiling.
Oh no, I'm fine. Supergirl got her man, and now we have to discuss ours. I spoke to Edge.
Please tell me you convinced him not to buy Catco.
Oh, you can't convince a bully like that of anything.
So what, Catco's gone?
No,
I got it. You're kidding. Are you kidding?
pretty badass, right? I'm just trying in my own small way to be more like Supergirl.
Interesting, Lena Bonnet.
You could break the story.
Oh, I actually quit.
Well then, unquit. I can't do this without you. I literally know nothing about running a media empire.
Neither do I.
You know more than I do. You studied under Kat, and I mean, I trust you. How often do you get to work with your best friend?
You're more of a lunatic than your brother is.
Excuse me?
I could ruin you.
You're dangerously close to being thrown out by security.
You know what? I'm gonna go and let you handle this.
You are gonna regret the day you screwed me. I sure hope you enjoyed yourself, because now you have all of my attention.
Oh, Edge, like every woman who's ever had all of your attention, I couldn't care less.
Oh my God, how are they not?
You finished with him?
It's all yours.
What do you think you're gonna do?
How did they not put it one and two together? And why is she throwing him down? What did he do to deserve anything?
On the waterfront. I know it was you. You cleared the way for your development. You're the only person who had anything to gain from it.
Yeah, well, you can't prove anything.
Not yet. But I see you, Edge. National City is my town. And now you've got all my attention.
I don't know, it'd be cool to see her do things like this. How far did she leave him? Oh, come on. That's not far enough if you're going to do anything. Let's go leave him in the North Pole or put him in a prison in the Fortress of Solitude. That would be cool. Or just actually get the oh, that's interesting. Whatever that plant thing is. Get the Black Mercy or something like that from that Alan
Hey, Alex.
the
You know what? I think we both deserve a try.
Alan Moore story and stuff. Put that on him and then leave him there. If he gets whatever he wants, he doesn't know anything's
Can I
wrong.
talk to you about something?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So, Maggie and I figured it out. We are going to have a really big wedding. The biggest, gayest wedding that National City has ever seen, actually. And I'm going to need everybody that I love to be there.
Sure, Alex, you know I wouldn't miss it for the world, right?
I know. But I'm going to need something from you. Something more than just being there.
always been like a father to me. And Sean, I choose
She wants him
to
to
be my family.
walk
And I
down.
want, if you will, to have you walk me down the aisle.
Where's Jeremiah Danvers? I forget.
Stop, don't cry. If you cry, I'm gonna cry, and everybody here is gonna know that we actually can cry. So,
Alex, it would be my honor.
Come on, where's Dean Cain? I keep on forgetting.
Let me help you celebrate.
Remind us where Dean Cain is.
I'm wearing Kevlar boots.
Okay, so I guess that's it. She's back. Oh, it's kind of disappointing of all these trailers teasing us that, oh, she's gonna be, Kara's dead for the season type thing, and only for the first episode. I mean, it's just like, why? But, oh, there we go. We finally get her. Erica Durant. Yes. Ooh. Whoa. That looks pretty good. So we'll see what that means in the next episode. Let's switching over to Lucifer. That's on. Gifted is on next. So yeah, it was a pretty good episode. Pretty okay episode. I mean, nothing much really happened in this. I mean, she quit as from the Catco, but joined right back by the end of the and by the end of the episode. So it's not. And doesn't nothing really kind of fall out there is left from this. I mean, you get introduction of Rain a little bit, but that wasn't really good. It should have been more focused on that. If she's going to be the big bad of the season and stuff. So we'll have to wait and see where things go in the next episode. But for now, we'll start watching Gifted. So we'll see you in the next stream. Peace out.